Are you looking to connect more with your spirituality, or are you curious about how to actually start having daily practices to connect with your spiritual side? So then this video is for you. And first of all, no matter what you believe in, I personally think that we should all respect everybody's belief. And it doesn't matter if you believe in a specific God or religion or anything, that universe, spirit guides, ancestors. It's all the same thing for me, in the sense of everything that is a higher force is just pure divine love. So for me, I think it would be nice sometimes to stop in the spiritual communities thinking that someone is wrong just because they believe in a specific God or religion, because faith is one of the most powerful things in the world. And once we put that focus and that power into what we personally believe in, with a good intention, with love, with kindness, it creates a powerful thing in the world. So for me, once there's not really dogma attached, which some people don't know what this means, dogma are just principles and rules that make loose focus of what truly spirituality is in that case, and make you believe if you don't do this, or if you do this, you will be punished. Let's say everything has to be the exact rule that they state in that specific religion. And that, at the end of the day, it's control. It's trying to be in power. And if you think about it, no God would ever punish you, judge you, or make you feel less of what you are. So then why would a higher force that it's supposed to be in a higher evolution that we are right now as human beings look at us and think, oh, look at this human, he's behaving or she's behaving so badly. I must write it down, so then when she transcends, she dies, she will be punished, or you will be punished in this lifetime. Of course, everything has cause and consequence, but there's not a force there that is just going to be there for you to punish you or make you feel less of what you are. That is not a higher power. That is not the true universe, God, whatever you believe in. And for starters with that, if you want to connect more with your spirituality, things that you can start doing in your daily life are, for example, first, connect with yourself. The most powerful thing in spirituality, to connect to any source or any intuition or any guidance or your spirit guides, first you need to learn how to connect with yourself. Because if you don't learn how to connect with yourself, how are you going to then receive any information or messages, or purely be connected to a higher source? You can't really. You might have developed some psychic abilities since you were really small, and maybe you have that easy way to channel or to connect with spirit or certain forces. But first you need to learn to listen to yourself, because you have your higher self, and your higher self is you in a higher dimension, which means that you're receiving the same messages as your spirit guides or any God or any universe will be given to you. So first we need to start connecting with ourselves, with our human bodies, with knowing how to breathe, start perhaps meditating, having more time in silence or in solitude, which is so important to be around others and have connections. So it is also to spend time alone and listen to ourselves and our own intuitions. So first of all, once you start connecting with yourself, you can slowly develop certain intuitions, capacities that make you feel more connected and at ease once you're going to receive information. Okay. But techniques that you can practice daily can be prayer, for example. And this, again, you can pray to whatever you believe in. It doesn't need to be a specific thing. I pray to the universe, sometimes to my spirit guides, sometimes maybe a specific thing. It doesn't matter. The prayer comes with faith, and faith is so powerful. And it doesn't matter how you pray. It doesn't matter if you sit and you say thank you for something you have or you want. It doesn't matter that sometimes I light a candle for someone or for myself or for my loved ones. Maybe you write it down as a manifestation and you repeat it as a mantra. Perhaps you create positive affirmations. What I want to make clear here is like, it doesn't matter what you do once you do it with intention, love, and believing in it. That's the key to these prayers and these intentions. And it doesn't matter to whom, to how, and when. You can be in the supermarket and you might be seeing someone struggling there, and you might automatically send them love with your energy. Or you might pray for them, you might pray with your spirit guides or angels, whatever it is, it doesn't really matter. And that's what I would like sometimes in the community to be explained, because I believe sometimes there is very specific rituals or hard things that people need to follow. But honestly, do what feels right for you. I do that for myself and it works for me. And I think everybody should do what they believe in and what works for them. But obviously, you need time and you need to practice to know how to connect with these sources, of course. But anyone can do it. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter in your beliefs. It doesn't matter how much you've been spiritual or practicing. Really. The other thing would be also through meditation, through breath work, even if it's 5 minutes a day. I have a lot of meditations here in my channel that are 5 minutes, and I make those for a reason, because I know we're all busy. I know some people don't like to meditate. I know some people can't meditate because their mind is always constantly with thoughts, and that's the people that perhaps we need the most meditation. So I make those meditations for that specific people and for people that just want to do maybe 5 minutes and concentrate on something and focus on that. So it's up to you to connect, to find ways to start connecting with that spiritual side of you. And remember, you're a human, but you have a spirit, you have a soul. So you have to nurture that part of you too, not just the human side. Both of them are important. So meditation and even breath work, if you've learned a specific breathing technique or box breathing, something you like, or perhaps in nature you concentrate on your breathing, belly breathe, like diaphragmatic breathing, whatever you enjoy doing that brings you back into this present moment. Why? Because as humans, we are constantly thinking in the past or in the future. And many times we don't think about the present. So the present is the most valuable and important thing. And if not, you should just watch and observe animals. If you have a pet, especially at home, or if you see animals anywhere around, look how still they look, how happy, how they get excited about nothing, about just seeing something small or an insect, or they are just pure joy and in the present moment. They are not looking at, oh, what am I going to have for dinner next? Because they are concentrating and looking in the present moment. They are stillness, they are calm, they are in their soul, in their power, in the exact moment. So those are things that slowly you can start practicing and developing. And besides faith, the other most important feeling is love. So sometimes you can just send love to your loved ones, love to strangers, love to animals, love to yourself. So there are specific and little things that you can start doing in your day-to-day life to connect more with your spiritual side. But again, it does not need to be complicated, okay? If you're going through a spiritual awakening, I have another video that I will include in the comment section about a spiritual awakening and the phases that we go through when we experience these things and when we start going through an awakening. And I explain in an easy language, simple for everybody to understand. If you're going through that process, or you've maybe you are not sure if you've been through that process or not. So I will include it below, and I hope you have a beautiful day.